There we go. So water's been sitting down there for a while. Gap doesn't look that bad, but the contact is not very happy, and there's some old burnt oil, like it's been running rich in there, which may be indicative of why the valves are tight. Oh yeah, about the valves. Let's go inside. This video is going to be all kinds of stuff today, actually. There's all kinds of things happening in the moment. I did get my chain cutting tool that came in, so I can now remove this old chain and also install some of the new guards. Very exciting. I had to order as I couldn't find it in my gasket maker, Permatex. They tried to sponsor me once and I never got back to them. And also, I can't find, I think it's in storage, but my caliper, my micrometer to measure the, not micrometer, but calipers, to measure the shim distance or depth. So here's what happened. I did a live video last night because I wanted to get some feedback, and I did. Thank you. Primarily Eric for getting back to me. But took the top end, the head off, went in here. As you can see, we're at TDC for the valves, or cams, sorry, the cams. I took some initial measurements with the feeler gauge, and everything is pretty bad, pretty tight. Things are really tight on the min spec. Everything is below min spec. I also then pulled the spark plug and obviously found that was full of water and was just unhappy spark plug. So yeah, I think bought a dirt bike from a friend. I'm not mad at him or anything. Here's what I think happened. I think that he got the bike for like $4,000 and was like, he's an adult, right? I'm not an adult. I don't act like an adult. I think he got a $4,000 dirt bike and was like, well, I'm just gonna, is that broken? Hold on a second. Did I do that? No, I did do that. Shit, I need to undo this. Hold on real quick. It's because I lifted the subframe up, but I need to fix that or that's gonna get broken. Okay, luckily that wasn't broken. It wasn't broken, but I fixed it back on the thing there. I didn't tighten it back down because I got to put the rear shock in when that comes in on Wednesday. It's Saturday. Anyway, we got the TDC. Valves are all pointing up. Sorry, cams are pointing up. And I checked it, and all these written minimum spec clearance for both intake and exhaust. So I couldn't find my shim kit that I ordered. Freaking COVID. I bought a shim kit for $30 in 2019. That same shim kit on Amazon is $70 now. They're all $70 now, so I reordered the second one again. It's in storage somewhere, probably with my calipers, but it's in a box and I can't find it. So ordered a new one. It's a bummer, but it's kind of how projects go. Is it supposed to be that way? Is there a little lip right there? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't understand. Why is that? Why is that sticking out? That doesn't seem right, does it? Is that right? That it's sticking out? Do I just pull the motor and do a whole top end? Thing there was, it looked like it was running rich. So good thing a spark plug is coming today. I ordered a spark plug anyway, because I just figured I should go ahead and do it. If I look at this coil pack, there's no crack there. So I think the coil pack is actually fine. I'll blow this out with some air. It starts fine, but like O-rings look pretty good. So I think it's just went through a couple of water crossings and then never got cleaned out. Anyway, okay, so sorry, I'm wasting a lot of your time today. Here's what today's plan is. We now have the tool to do the chains. So today's plan is going to be measure. Shims come tomorrow, so I actually can't finish the valve job today. So I'm gonna measure. I'm gonna put the new spark plug in after I gap it, and put a towel over that and just kind of leave that there until tomorrow because I have to wait for my chain, my shim kit to arrive. So I won't measure those till tomorrow. The shims are in there today. I am going to go ahead and break the chain so that I can get the all these parts off. Unfortunately, I can't do the front sprocket until, yeah. Well, I guess what I could do is I could put the new chain on and put all the guards on, right? And then I put the wheel on because I have to hold the wheel while I try to remove that front sprocket. I can't just ram on it or I'm going to script the transmission. So that's the plan today, is just get all the guards replaced, the chain replaced, and I can get the rear wheel on to do the front sprocket. And then from there, maybe I'll do hand guards and then wiring today, but I can't do wiring today. I got to get this valve cover back on, which I can't do until I've got the clearances where they need to go. So that's today's plan. That's today's plan. Oh, fuck's sake. But everything else is okay. I'm just disappointed that, like, the most important part of the $4,000 dirt bike is that the motor, although high mileage, was, I thought, maintained. And I'm guessing that's not true. I still don't know what this looks like. What is this? Why is that little lip there? I'll look at the service manual. Why is that little lip there? Is that like, is the head on backward? No, that's not on backwards. Why is that lip there? Like, what is the deal with this little tiny lip? Doesn't look right. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling now, sorry, but lots to do today, but primarily focus on the drive system. I'll be very happy if the drive work gets done today. I'll be very happy if tomorrow I get the shims in, the valve comes back, in spec. Because then I can put the spark plug and the valve cover back on. From that point, I will then do wiring tomorrow and get the fuel tank back on. Because then I can get the seat on, lube the oil filter, air filter, and go into the hand guards. Yeah. Oh, today also is arriving my front brake disc as well as front and rear pads. Those are coming as well today, so I'll have those on today as well onto the brake cylinders, brake calipers. But yeah, so I think by Monday night we'll have everything done. I'm waiting for Sierra BMW to ship a few things to me. They're shipping to me a new spring for this, for the kickstand, new springs for the pegs. They're also sending me new pegs. I ordered new IMS Enduro pegs. They're shipping new pegs. They're shipping rear brake lever spring as well. They're shipping a spring here, this guy here, as well as something else. I'll have to look at my order, but basically they're shipping me things that I can do after I get the bike back together. So if those arrive in a week from now, I can still do those things. Yeah, okay. I'm enough rambling. I'm sorry, 6 minutes in, but big day. Let's get focused on this chain, get this chain apart. Okay, chain is off. That chain was old. It may have even been original, honestly, to the bike. Like everything else on here, including the spark plugs. All right, so as you remember, a few days ago, I installed this piece here. We're gonna take this off because we are gonna be installing proper guards, which are over there. So we're gonna be installing a new slider, new lower, new upper, etc. On this thing. So this thing's kind of beat up. This little slider up here is kind of beat up. So we're gonna get all that stuff replaced. And then we'll put on the new chain. And then I'm gonna wait until FedEx comes with new brake pads. You're gonna be like, new brake pads? What the? 35 bucks for new brake pads. And I'm marrying them to a new rotor. So I'm just trying to be a good mechanic in that way. But once new brake pads come today from FedEx, I will put the wheel back on, and then I'll be able to remove that front sprocket. That'll be the next step. So yeah, things are rolling. We're rolling along, guys. It's gonna be a good day. All right, this is on. I actually didn't realize there was a lower slider that I need to replace too, so I need to order that part. That won't be too hard to install though, but that needs to get replaced too. But the upper is on. We now have this rail that goes up, which was not there before. I think this doesn't come on the race edition. That's why I've broken this too, more cases than not. So it's probably just, it broke. Well, no, sorry, it did come on the race edition because I had a piece from where this used to be. I threw it out, but this just obviously broke off. That happens in trail riding. So I'm putting it back to the way it should, but this will probably break again and then I'll just leave it as is. But anyway, that's on. If you compare the one that came on the bike, the condition of that with this newer one, It is stamped beta, but it's looks like it's poly as opposed to, it looks like it's a nicer material. Maybe that's just faded, but anyway, new lower guard there. So we'll have all this stuff buttoned up here in a second. I can't do the sprocket until I have, I gotta put the tire and stuff back on first. Okay, I'm happy with this. So we have, oddly enough though, I'm not sure what, like this seat feels like it doesn't quite fit properly with that swing arm. I thought it was the right part number, but it's not following the, it fits the, it's odd because it fits the depth of this connection here just fine. I'm worried this part actually may not be compatible. So I need to look it up what I ordered and make sure. I have a picture of the receipt and stuff, but I'm gonna look that up real quick, take a quick break before I throw this chain in here, because I might have to wait a few more days to get the right one in. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if this is gonna clear the chain right there. So we'll see. So that is what I ordered, chain slide, model year 10 and up, right there, 3384. If I go to the parts diagram right here, we're on the 2018 390 race edition, part number 5. It's the same part number. It looks like it doesn't quite fit properly, but I don't know. I don't know. I basically grabbed this piece and this piece, that piece, and those all fit fine. And that one. I swear this floor has been cleaned up like 4 times today. Hey, update. Look at that. I was editing the video and I realized I didn't actually finish the video. The shims have not arrived yet, so that's just on hold another day, which is fine. It's covered. So I did look it up. This is the right part number. I can't get the front socket removed until I've put the rear wheel on. So yeah, rear wheel is on. We have our gold, what is this? The 6, it's the DID 520 VX3 is what it's called, is the chain. But you see here we have a new lower on. And then all these are brand new sliders and stuff. Just the front socket is still the original socket. That's super exciting. I had to, I'm not gonna, I'd ordered a new master link. I cut it too short, I think. And so first time I've ever done this. So I put in this link here, which is the master link. I then put on the riveted link, which is really not the connector link. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I ordered a new master link. I'm gonna take this one out. I'm not happy. We're not gonna run that. I don't feel good about running that at all. So that's basically done, but you can see, well, I didn't cut it, maybe I didn't even cut it short enough. I had to do this to get it to straighten out. So maybe I didn't cut it short enough. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. On to the next thing I'm stuck with. Oh my God. So on to the next thing that I'm stuck on. I'm trying to get the pin out of this front caliper right there. It's stuck. This is not the pin. The pin is a 5mm hex. This is just the screw that like screws in like 4 or 5 screw links. It's stuck in there, so I've hit it with heat. I've used my, where is it? Where's my fancy thing? This thing here, you hammer it. As you hammer it, it turns. So I've been doing that for a while. Usually gets out stuck bolts, but I'm not having any luck at all. So I'm gonna hit it with some more heat and just like 10 minutes of heat and see if I can get it to break free. Really frustrating though. An hour of heat and we got it out of there. So glad I didn't have to drill it. So these are our rear brake pads. Not happy, not healthy. And our front brake pads. I'm sure the people at home going, save those, you might need them. Nope. They're paired with those old rotors and they're 35 bucks a piece or a pair, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, so we do have the new speed sensor going into the brake caliper, and we have obviously new pads installed in the caliper. So that's managed now. I stuck a mallet down in the swing arm. I'm gonna try to get this front socket free with a 17mm socket. I might need Heather to, is this sagging? I might need Heather, maybe, maybe not. Who knows anymore, everything's broken. There we go, that's better. Okay, that's fine. I might need Heather to hold the back end of the bike for me while I do this, because it wants to ride up a lot whenever someone cranks on it. I also torqued down this. I've got to look at the parts by diagram again because I found this bolt just sort of sticking out there. Why is this bolt sticking out so far? I have no idea why it's sticking out so far and why it's not fully terminated in. Doesn't look like that's how it's supposed to go. Every time I touch something, I find something else that needs to be fixed. It's gonna keep happening to me, I guess. Yeah, everything's taking like 3 or 4 times longer than it should have. Like honestly, that was like an hour of me trying to get a pin out of a brake caliper. Everything is just old and shitty. I actually, you know what I should hit that 17 mil with the impact instead of trying to use the breaker bar. That'll probably allow me to get it free much quicker. I don't know. I don't feel like that's a good idea either. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. I never had to do a sprocket replacement before.